For years, Florida's leaders, real estate agents, and developers repeated the same reassuring narrative. The housing market is strong. Insurance is stabilizing. People are still moving here. But 2026 changes everything. And now, the protective helmets are coming off. Insurance companies are pulling out of entire regions. Condo towers are issuing six-figure special assessments. Homes in counties once considered safe are sitting unsold for months. And wealthy retirees, the backbone of Florida's economic model, are quietly selling and leaving. This isn't a temporary slowdown. This is the unraveling of Florida's entire housing blueprint. City by city, the system is breaking down with mathematical precision. Today, we expose the 10 Florida cities where the collapse is already visible to anyone who knows how to read the signs, and why 2026 may become the breaking point Florida hoped would never arrive. Let's begin. Number 10. Tampa. Cross the state to Tampa Bay, where downtown towers reflect off the Hillsborough River and suburban sprawl stretches outward. With 3.2 million residents, Tampa represents Florida's economic engine. Finance, healthcare, technology, and tourism converging in one region. But beneath the cranes and construction lies a convergence of pressures threatening the entire housing market. Tampa's median home price peaked around $420,000 to $430,000 in mid-2023 and has since softened to roughly $380,000 to $395,000 by late 2024, a 7 to 10% decline. Analysts warn this may only be the opening phase. Insurance costs mirror South Florida's pain. Many homeowners now pay $7,000 to $9,000 annually, plus $2,000 to $3,000 for flood insurance. Tampa's median household income sits around $67,000 to $70,000, which realistically supports homes priced closer to $270,000 to $290,000 under current lending rules. That affordability gap is swallowing middle-class buyers. Consider the Johnson family in Brandon. They bought a $410,000 home in 2022 at a 6.5% mortgage rate, paying roughly $2,100 per month. Their insurance jumped from $4,800 to $7,800, a 62% increase, triggering an escrow shortage that added $250 monthly. Before taxes or HOA fees, they're already at $2,350 per month, on a combined income of $118,000. Commercial real estate adds further strain. Office vacancies downtown exceed 17 to 19%, reducing tax revenue and shifting the burden onto homeowners. Property taxes have climbed 8 to 12% annually in some neighborhoods, amplifying the insurance shock. Number 9. West Palm Beach. Palm Beach County's crown jewel stretches along Florida's Atlantic coast, where oceanfront estates and gated communities have defined luxury living for decades. Million-dollar homes line streets named after coral reefs, their architecture promising a permanent vacation lifestyle. But behind those immaculate facades, an insurance crisis is knocking over the first domino in a catastrophic chain reaction. According to MoneyGeek's 2024 analysis, Florida homeowners insurance now averages roughly $8,770 per year for standard $250,000 dwelling coverage. In coastal Palm Beach County, many policies range from $9,000 to $11,000 or more, depending on location and risk exposure. Industry data shows premiums across much of South Florida have jumped 40 to 50% in just the past 18 months. For families earning Palm Beach County's median income of about $87,000, an insurance bill approaching $10,000 consumes more than 11% of gross income before a single dollar goes toward the mortgage. The pressure is showing up in home values. Zillow and Redfin data reveal widespread softening across Palm Beach County, with many properties sitting 90 to 120 days on market, far longer than the 30 to 45-day averages common between 2021 and 2022, when bidding wars were the norm. Sellers who once expected multiple offers now face repeated price cuts and prolonged listings. Take the Rodriguez family. He's a firefighter earning roughly $72,000. She's a physical therapist making about $68,000. Their combined $140,000 income should make homeownership comfortable by traditional standards. Instead, their $580,000 Wellington home requires around $3,200 per month for the mortgage, $9,200 annually for insurance, and roughly $9,500 in property taxes. That adds up to nearly $5,800 per month, close to 50% of their take-home pay. They are under crushing financial strain, and they're far from alone. When insurance spikes this dramatically, it triggers cascading failures across the entire market. Buyers can't qualify because debt-to-income ratios explode. Existing owners can't refinance. Cash buyers demand steep discounts to offset long-term cost burdens. The system begins breaking apart piece by piece. And if West Palm Beach's insurance shock feels severe, wait until you see what's happening with special assessments. Number 8. St. Petersburg. Across the bay, St. Petersburg's parks, and arts scene attracted a 14% population surge from 2010 to 2020. But its infrastructure was built for 250,000 people, not the 380,000 residents living there today. Traffic congestion has increased commute times 25 to 30%. Aging water mains break more frequently. Stormwater systems fail during routine rainstorms. Streets flood, not from hurricanes, but afternoon thunderstorms. The hidden costs are devastating homeowners. Property taxes have risen 20 to 25% in some cases. Special assessments for roads, drainage, and utilities add thousands annually. A family in historic Kenwood now pays nearly $4,600 to $4,900 per month for housing on a combined income of $115,000. Renting offers no relief. Average rents have surged 40 to 50% since 2021. Number 7. Boca Raton. Just south along the coast, Boca Raton's high-rise condos tower above pristine beaches. Their glass facades reflect turquoise water and sell a vision of maintenance-free luxury living. But residents are now opening the most financially devastating letters of their lives. Post-Surfside inspections are uncovering decades of deferred maintenance: concrete spalling, corroded rebar, failing waterproofing systems, outdated electrical infrastructure. The repair bills are staggering. Property managers and real estate professionals report special assessments ranging from $50,000 per unit, often due immediately or financed at punishing interest rates. Picture a retired couple living in a $420,000 two-bedroom condo purchased in 2019. They survive on a fixed income of about $5,800 per month. Their HOA fee began at $650. Today, it's nearly $980 due to insurance and maintenance increases. Then comes the assessment notice: $87,000 due for structural repairs. They don't have it. Their choices are grim. Take out high-interest loans they can't afford, attempt to sell in a market flooded with distressed units, or face foreclosure. What makes Boca's condo crisis especially dangerous is scale. Many buildings from the 1970s and 1980s require similar repairs simultaneously. The market floods with listings from owners trying to escape before assessments hit. MLS data shows prices collapsing. Condos once listed at $450,000 are selling for $380,000 if they sell at all. Many units are effectively unsellable once buyers see the assessment liabilities. Insurance compounds the disaster. Condo association insurance has doubled or tripled, forcing HOA fees up another 30 to 40%. Owners face a perfect storm: exploding fees, massive assessments, falling values, and buyers who refuse the risk. And this crisis isn't isolated, it's spreading statewide. Number 6. Miami. Miami-Dade has become ground zero for working-class displacement. Median home prices sit between $575,000 and $625,000, while median household income remains around $57,000 to $61,000, a devastating 10:1 price-to-income ratio. Luxury homes above $2 million still sell. Everything under $800,000 has frozen. Listings sit 140 to 180 plus days, with repeated price cuts. Essential workers, teachers, nurses, police, cannot afford to live where they work. Rents for two-bedroom apartments reach $2,700 to $3,000, consuming over 50% of income for many. Miami-Dade lost 85,000 to 90,000 residents between 2021 and 2023. Number 5. Cape Coral. Hurricane Ian didn't just destroy homes, it destroyed affordability. Insurance premiums jumped 60 to 90%. Retirees on fixed incomes are being forced out. Lee County lost 11,000 to 12,000 residents in 2022. Number 4. Fort Myers. Flooding reached neighborhoods untouched in 80 years. Insurance costs exploded. Home values fell 15 to 25%. Retirees are trapped, unable to sell, unable to afford staying. Number 3. Miami Beach. Miami Beach represents climate reality made visible. Despite $500 million spent on flood pumps, king tides still flood streets. Insurance costs range from $13,000 to $17,000 annually. A $750,000 townhouse can cost $6,500 to $7,700 per month to own, requiring income well above $235,000 annually, while median income sits below $80,000. Prices are falling. International buyers are retreating. Climate risk is being priced in. Number 2. Jacksonville. Once affordable, Jacksonville saw prices rise 45 to 50%. Insurance costs tripled. Property taxes surged. Military and finance workers are increasingly squeezed. Climate risk is no longer theoretical. Number 1. Naples. Even wealth can't escape math. Insurance runs $12,000 to $80,000 annually. Property taxes exceed $50,000. Condo assessments reach $400 per unit. Millionaires are leaving. Listings sit for months. Prices fall millions. Naples was supposed to be immune. It isn't. From West Palm Beach to Naples, Florida's housing system is failing on every level. Insurance, taxes, infrastructure, climate, affordability. The warning signs were visible for years, but 2026 is when denial ends. This isn't financial advice, it's a wake-up call. If the richest city in America can't survive this storm, what chance does anyone else have? Thanks for watching State Stories. If this investigation opened your eyes, like, comment, and subscribe for more data-driven deep dives shaping your financial future.